Supervision of food safety. Introduction. As a food safety supervisor, you will manage the overall food safety practices of a business and need to have an awareness of UK food legislation and standards, understand food safety principles, keep the food safety management system up to date, ensure food handlers work safely, be available to employees and management during reasonable hours, identify and prevent food safety hazards, ensure food handlers have good personal hygiene, attain the qualifications needed. The topics covered in this module will be: what is a supervisor? Essential supervisor skills. Suggested responsibilities of a supervisor. The role of the supervisor. What sort of supervisory styles count? Failures of management and supervisors. Food safety cultures. Standards. Food safety policies. Quality assurance. Quality control. What is a supervisor? A supervisor has basic authority over a number of employees. In catering, the role is similar to that of a foreman, to make sure staff work professionally and properly, and issue them with their tasks. You will be legally responsible for their actions, but you won't directly perform catering tasks, though responsible for controlling them. Essential supervisor skills. Supervisors need a number of personnel skills, including watching, listening, understanding, involvement, influence, changing, communication, motivation. Watching. You need to be organized and keep track of your department's work. For example, a member of staff might be experiencing difficulty with a task and need extra guidance. You need to notice such situations and address them constructively. Be balanced. Shadowing someone's every move, over-managing, can be intimidating, but under-managing can leave them unable to perform. Listening. You need to understand how your employees feel to maintain morale. Staff must feel like they are being heard to perform efficiently. An authoritarian tone will not get the best out of them. Two-way communication is constructive for negotiation and to make sure both parties understand each other. Understanding. Staff often cite their supervisor's lack of attention in complaints. Consult your staff where they have experience and expertise. This will ensure they feel valued. 5 psychological tools are useful to understand a workforce. Clarity and insight. Express yourself clearly and solicit opinions. Empathy and compassion. Develop full comprehension of your staff's experiences. Attention and appreciation. Listen to your staff's opinions. Courage. Address issues as they arise in a non-confrontational way. Persistence. Stay focused on a problem. Involvement. Be accessible and present in the workplace. This includes requesting and valuing staff opinions. An employee might come to you with an idea. Make a point of listening and discussing it. If not, you will miss a valuable opportunity to forge an alliance with a staff member. Give honest and constructive feedback. This means that staff are more inclined to take on more tasks and roles. Keep everyone in the loop. Communicate decisions rationally and well. Informed employees feel valued and trusted. Influencing. Employees will be more effective if they feel they are part of a decision. This is your influence. Studies show that a negative atmosphere in a workplace means safety compliance can deteriorate. This can be reversed with a positive influence from a supervisor. Changing. Staff engagement enables positive, smooth change. Well-maintained relationships with staff oil these wheels. Coach your employees to change with the business. Bring these skills into play. Communication. Let staff know what is happening as it's happening. Advocacy. Show your support. Coaching. Assist your staff through changes. Liaising. Engaging with staff and supporting them. Overcoming resistance. Identify hurdles and manage them. Communication. Staff and supervisors should develop open and positive communication for a constructive, supportive working relationship. Your accessibility and good communication helps staff manage workloads and develops trust. Make sure you are responsive to texts, phone calls and emails. Motivation. Try these 3 tips to avoid demotivation. Project a positive attitude with your expression, words, and body language. Make your staff feel valued by paying attention to them and rewarding good suggestions. Be aware of your impact on your staff to build morale. Suggested responsibilities of a supervisor. You will supervise the business's day-to-day operations. You may interview potential staff members, create work schedules, organize training sessions, and manage employees' tasks and time. Other tasks might include overseeing orders of equipment and supplies, staff welfare, preparing staff rotas and timetables, and managing workloads, cashing up, overseeing preparation and serving an expected standard of food, overseeing cleaning and tidying of preparation and service areas, ensuring food regulations and health and safety laws are adhered to, stocktaking, reconciliation and recording of delivery notes and invoices. The role of the supervisor. Supervisory roles come under the following headings: planning, supervision, scheduling, purchasing, inventory, quality control. You might work in a kitchen, restaurant, cafe, school, hospital, canteen or hotel. You may start out as a waiter or cook and get promoted. Because of this, you will have special insight. The staff you monitor might be chefs, line cooks and understudy chefs, waiters, servers, dishwashers. You might report to a head chef, restaurant or cafe owner or business manager. Unsociable hours and fast-paced work are likely, and you may have to work on weekends, evenings and public holidays, sometimes for more than 40 hours per week. What sort of supervisory styles count? Each supervisor will develop his or her own supervisory style. The website mintools.com suggests 10 major supervisory styles, of which the following are probably the most helpful. Democratic or participative, involve the staff in decisions, but make the final decisions yourself. People or relationship-oriented. You are friendly in your dealings with staff and avoid confrontation. Transformational leadership. You are very visible and communicative, and often delegate tasks. Situational leadership. You are responsive to particular situations as they occur, while considering the levels of staff skill and experience. Failures of management and supervisors. There are also 10 major failures in supervisory styles. You have all the answers when you should be asking questions, not relating or connecting with employees, making decisions too slowly, not being clear about your expectations. Dishonesty, lack of personal integrity will be obvious to staff and undermine your authority. Inability to learn from mistakes. Illogical hiring of staff, relying on gut feeling. Overloading a team with work. Being self-serving. Not listening and telling staff what to do. Try to avoid all of these and try to be aware if you possess any of these traits. Food safety cultures. As a catering supervisor, you should found a food safety culture. This will ensure that staff follow your FSMS. Unsafe behavior means unsafe food. The UK Health and Safety Executive states a food safety culture is the product of individual and group values, attitudes, competencies, and patterns of behavior that determine the commitment to, and the style and proficiency of, an organization's health and safety program. That is, everyone's efforts contribute to the whole. Standards. Your catering business's standards are reliant on good food hygiene. Your business must have methods of working that maintain good food hygiene continuously. The Food Standards Agency publishes the regulations that help your catering business match its legal obligations. The FSA S4CS of food hygiene are a simple way of meeting your legal obligations. Cleaning, cooking, chilling, cross-contamination. The 4 C's prevent the most common food safety problems. Cleaning. The basic steps for your cleaning and cleaning schedules are cleaning and disinfecting equipment and areas between each task. Clean as you go, deal with spillages immediately. Use cleaning products that meet BSEN standards. Don't let waste build up. Use an efficient, custom-made cleaning schedule. Your cleaning schedule should include what needs to be cleaned and disinfected, how frequently this needs to be done, which methods you use, instructions outlining procedures, cleaning products, methods of use and storage. For more, see the FSA's Safer Food, Better Business document. www.food.gov.uk's Cooking. Basic cooking standards should include cooking meat until it is piping hot inside, the juices run clear and there is no pink or red meat left inside. Exceptions include steak. Adherence to standard cooking temperatures and times. Hot food must be kept at 63 degrees Celsius or above, except for certain exceptions. Following hot holding advice. www.food.gov.uk. Reheating food just once until it is steaming inside. For more, see the Safer Food, Better Business advice on cooking. www.food.gov.uk. Chilling. Chilling recommendations include: always chill food with a sell-by date, cooked and ready-to-eat food. Chill food straight away. Frequently check your fridge's temperatures, keep them below 8 degrees Celsius. Keep food out of the chiller for no more than 4 hours. For more, see the Safer Food, Better Business advice on chilling food. www.food.gov.uk. When freezing food, you must transfer food from the delivery vehicle to the freezer immediately. Freeze fresh food immediately. Freeze before the use-by date. Defrost food in a fridge or microwave. For more, see the government advice on freezing. www.food.gov.uk. Cross-contamination. To avoid cross-contamination, always clean and disinfect work surfaces and equipment after use. Separate areas and equipment for raw and cooked food. Wash your hands thoroughly and frequently. Keep raw and cooked food separate. Store raw food below cooked food, if in the same fridge. Use separate cleaning material for raw and cooked food areas and equipment. Train staff to avoid cross-contamination. Food safety policies. All staff and management must understand the business's food safety policy. There is a collective responsibility to ensure that food is safe. However, supervisors must ensure that staff follow company policy. Therefore, companies must incorporate the International Standard of a Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point (HACCP) system into their FSMS. Quality assurance. Quality assurance, QA, is a way of focusing on food production processes to ensure the best standards. Examples include process checklists, project audits, and reporting of customer complaints. It is a proactive way of improving standards and testing procedures and methods to make sure that mistakes and defects don't happen. Every employee must enforce QA. QA standards are generally indicated by the ingredients, raw foods and equipment sourced for the catering business, including the lion logo on eggs, red tractor on agricultural produce and Soil Association organic standard mark. In the UK, QA is mostly voluntary, but you are obliged to have such systems to demonstrate your food and conditions are at least as good as your competitors. The FSA oversees QA schemes, while certificates are accredited by the United Kingdom Accreditation Service, UKAS. You cannot use a QA logo on your products until you meet FSA and UKAS standards. Quality control. Quality control, QC, monitors and controls defects in products. Examples of QC include HACCP, ingredient specifications and an approved supplier list. QC identifies poor quality or defects and eliminates them from products. It generally involves inspection by a specific person or team. Your HACCP and FSMS should ensure your legal standards of both QA and QC. Summary. What have we learned? The role of a catering supervisor is to be aware of the principles of food safety legislation and standards in the UK. All UK food businesses must have cleaning and preparation protocols based on HACCP. Essential supervisory skills include watching, listening, understanding, being actively involved, changing, communicating, and motivating. Your responsibilities will include planning, supervision, scheduling, purchasing, inventory, stock taking, and quality control.